Everyone thinks the .22 long rifle is weak, but in 2025 that tiny little round has become one of the deadliest surprises in the firearms world. It's fast, it's engineered to hit harder than you've ever believed, and once you see these top picks, you'll never underestimate it again. Today, we are ranking the deadliest .22 long rifle rounds available in America, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why people are calling this caliber a giant killer. Let's begin. Number 10, CCI Quiet-22. If stealth is your goal, CCI Quiet-22 is where things start. Designed to drastically cut noise levels, this round runs at a muzzle velocity of only about 710 feet per second, which is far below the supersonic crack most .22 long rifle rounds produce. Pair it with a suppressed rifle and you get one of the quietest rimfire setups available, often quieter than a pellet gun. Because it is subsonic and lightly charged, recoil is almost non-existent, making it a fantastic training round for young or recoil-sensitive shooters. It's also excellent for backyard plinking where noise is a concern. However, this comes with trade-offs. Quiet-22 doesn't always cycle reliably in semi-automatic pistols and rifles, so it shines best in bolt actions, lever guns, and revolvers. Collectors of unique ammo often point out that the Quiet-22 fills a special niche. It's not about power or expansion, but about controlled shooting in environments where discretion matters. For anyone with a suppressed setup or who values low noise, this round earns its spot in the top 10. Number 9, Eley Tenex Pistol LRN. When it comes to precision shooting, few rounds have the pedigree of Eley Tenex Pistol LRN. This is the ammunition that dominates competitive rimfire matches worldwide, with Olympic and world-class shooters relying on it for consistency. Eley has refined this load for decades, focusing on microscopic quality control to ensure every round leaves the barrel with nearly identical performance. The round uses a 40-grain lead round nose LRN projectile, optimized for subsonic velocity, usually around 1,070 feet per second. That balance keeps it stable, accurate, and less prone to wind drift. Unlike bulk plinking ammo, Tenex goes through extensive inspection and even electronic analysis of bullet balance, which is why it's priced at a premium. For casual shooters, it might seem like overkill, but for serious target shooters, Eley Tenex is legendary because it can shave off fractions of an inch at 25 or 50 meters, the difference between a podium finish and second place. Collectors and competitors alike hold it in high regard, not for raw power or expansion, but for surgical precision. This makes Eley Tenex a fascinating inclusion in the top 10. It represents the pinnacle of .22 long rifle accuracy, proving that sometimes the most valuable trait in ammunition isn't speed or expansion, it's absolute reliability in putting shots exactly where they need to be. Number 8, Federal AutoMatch LRN. Federal's AutoMatch LRN is one of the most practical choices for shooters who want a blend of reliability, affordability, and performance. Unlike high-dollar match-grade ammo, AutoMatch is designed to be mass-produced, yet still consistent enough to keep shooters confident at the range. This round uses a 40-grain lead round-nose bullet with a muzzle velocity of about 1,200 feet per second. That puts it in the sweet spot between standard and high-velocity loads, meaning it cycles well in semi-automatic pistols and rifles without creating excessive wear. Federal designed it specifically to keep semi-autos running smoothly, hence the AutoMatch name. Where it shines is in bulk shooting and training. It's packaged in large 325-round or 1,200-round boxes, making it a budget-friendly option for anyone who spends serious time at the range. While it doesn't match the surgical accuracy of Eley Tenex, it's far more practical for everyday shooters. The consistency round after round is better than many cheap plinking options, which is why it's trusted by many as the go-to range load. For gun owners who want to stockpile a reliable .22 long rifle without draining their wallets, Federal AutoMatch LRN stands out as a dependable workhorse. It may not have the flash of premium self-defense loads, but it delivers what matters most for most shooters: function, accuracy, and volume. Number 7. CCI Mini-Mag. When it comes to reliability in rimfire ammo, few names carry the reputation that the CCI Mini-Mag does. This round has been around for decades and has earned a loyal following among hunters, plinkers, and self-defense shooters who trust their .22 pistols or rifles to run without hiccups. The Mini-Mag is a 36 or 40 grain copper-plated bullet, offered in both hollow point and round nose variants. Out of a handgun, it pushes around 1,235 feet per second, giving it a strong balance of velocity and accuracy. That copper plating helps reduce lead fouling in the barrel, keeping guns cleaner during long shooting sessions. One of its greatest strengths is its reliability in semi-automatic pistols, where many cheaper .22 rounds struggle to cycle consistently. It's often the go-to load for people who use rimfire handguns for training or even small game defense. In fact, many instructors recommend Mini-Mags as the standard control round when testing a new .22 firearm, because if your gun doesn't run well with Mini-Mags, chances are the problem's the gun, not the ammo. While they cost a bit more than budget .22 ammo, shooters gladly pay for the dependability, accuracy, and consistency that CCI Mini-Mags bring. In the rimfire world, where misfires are common, Mini-Mags are the round that rarely let you down. Number 6. Winchester Super X PowerPoint. The Winchester Super X PowerPoint has been around for decades, and for good reason. This is one of those .22 long rifle rounds that delivers classic consistency, blending speed, weight, and performance in a way that makes it a reliable choice for hunters and target shooters alike. This load typically uses a 40 grain plated hollow point bullet, clocking in at about 1,280 feet per second from a rifle. That combination gives it a good balance between velocity and downrange energy, making it an excellent small game hunting round. The hollow point design ensures reliable expansion while still penetrating enough to take out rabbits, squirrels, and other varmints with confidence. What really sets the PowerPoint apart is accuracy with traditional rimfire rifles. Many shooters note that it groups tighter than some of the cheaper bulk packs, and when you're out in the woods, those extra inches matter. It's also a round that tends to feed well in both bolt actions and semi-automatics, so you're not constantly clearing misfires or jams. Another plus is its availability and affordability. You can find it in most gun shops and big box stores, which makes it easy to stock up before hunting season. For shooters who want a dependable, all-around .22 round, forms better than budget plinking ammo, but doesn't cost as much as premium match cartridges, the Winchester Super X PowerPoint hits that sweet spot. Number 5. Aguila CPHP. The Aguila copper-plated hollow point CPHP has become one of the go-to options for shooters who want dependable performance without paying premium prices. Made in Mexico, Aguila has built a strong reputation for producing rimfire ammunition that delivers both accuracy and value, and their CPHP line is no exception. This round typically uses a 38 grain copper-plated hollow point bullet with a muzzle velocity of around 1,280 feet per second. That makes it fast enough for hunting small game while still maintaining good control in semi-automatic rifles and pistols. The copper plating reduces barrel fouling compared to plain lead bullets, which means less cleaning and more consistent accuracy over long shooting sessions. Hunters appreciate the expansion characteristics of the CPHP design. It reliably mushrooms on impact, making it effective for rabbits, squirrels, and other small varmints. Target shooters, on the other hand, like that Aguila tends to produce tight groups even when fired out of budget-friendly rifles. It's not at the same level as competitive-grade match ammo, but it punches well above its price class. Another big advantage is its value. Aguila CPHP is often available in bulk packs, making it a cost-effective way to get expanding hollow point performance without emptying your wallet. That balance of price, performance, and availability has made it a favorite for shooters who need an everyday round that can handle both range time and hunting duties. Number 4. Browning Performance CPHP. Browning may not be the first brand you think of when it comes to rimfire ammunition, but their performance copper-plated hollow point CPHP has carved out a loyal following. Designed for shooters who want solid reliability and consistent expansion, this round has become a trustworthy choice for both hunting and general target practice. The 36-grain CPHP bullet runs at around 1,280 feet per second, giving it a nice balance between speed and controllability. That velocity ensures it cycles smoothly in semi-automatic pistols and rifles, while the hollow point design provides reliable expansion on small game. It's a round you can confidently use for rabbits, squirrels, and even pest control around the farm. Where Browning's Performance CPHP stands out is in its affordability, paired with that brand trust. Coming from a company with over a century of firearms history, shooters know they're getting consistent quality. Many report fewer feeding issues compared to some budget hollow points, making it a reliable choice if you don't want to spend time clearing jams. Accuracy is another plus. While it isn't a match-grade round, Browning's CPHP tends to group tightly, enough for recreational shooters and hunters who want more than basic plinking ammo. For those who shoot a lot but still demand expanding bullets rather than the plain lead, Browning provides a sweet spot, good performance without breaking the bank. Number 3. CCI Stinger. When people talk about legendary .22 long rifle rounds, the CCI Stinger almost always comes up. Since its debut in the late 1970s, this round has been setting records for velocity, reliability, and terminal performance, making it one of the most respected names in rimfire ammunition. The Stinger is built around a 32-grain copper-plated hollow point bullet, which is lighter than most standard .22 long rifle loads. That lighter weight allows it to achieve blistering speeds of around 1,640 feet per second, making it one of the fastest .22 long rifle cartridges you can buy. This extreme velocity gives it an edge in both penetration and expansion, making it far more capable than your average plinking ammo. What's more, the Stinger is highly regarded for its real-world self-defense potential in compact .22 pistols. While many rimfire rounds struggle with consistency in short barrels, the Stinger delivers enough energy to create deep wound channels, putting it closer to centerfire handgun standards than most .22 ammo. Hunters also love it for taking down varmints and small predators thanks to its combination of speed and expansion. Reliability is another hallmark. CCI's priming process is considered one of the best in the industry, meaning misfires are extremely rare. For shooters who demand both accuracy and stopping power in the rimfire world, the Stinger remains one of the gold standards. Number 2. Winchester Silvertip Hollow Point. The Winchester Silvertip Hollow Point is one of those rounds that instantly stands out because of its unique design and reputation for defensive use. Unlike many budget-focused .22 long rifle rounds, the Silvertip was engineered with self-defense in mind, bringing features normally reserved for centerfire handgun ammo into the rimfire world. The Silvertip uses a 37-grain segmented hollow point. On impact, the bullet is designed to break apart into multiple wound paths, increasing the chances of hitting vital tissue. This fragmentation gives it an advantage over standard hollow points, which often either expand too little or fail to perform at all when shot from short-barreled pistols. Velocity is another strength. Out of a rifle, you can expect around 1,060 to 1,080 feet per second, while pistols naturally produce lower speeds. The Silvertip still carries enough punch to make it viable in defensive scenarios. That's why it has become a go-to choice for people who rely on .22 pistols as carry guns, especially for those who value low recoil and fast follow-up shots. The nickel-plated case is another highlight. This not only resists corrosion, but also helps with smooth feeding and extraction, which is a common issue in rimfire firearms, combined with Winchester's quality control. This makes the Silvertip far more dependable than most bulk ammo. While it's more expensive than plinking rounds, the Winchester Silvertip HP earns its spot as one of the best defensive .22 long rifle cartridges you can buy today, blending innovation, reliability, and proven terminal performance. Number 1. Federal Punch. At the very top of the list sits the Federal Punch .22 long rifle, widely considered the benchmark for rimfire self-defense ammunition today. Federal designed this round from the ground up specifically for protection, rather than plinking or small game, and it shows in every detail. The Punch uses a 29-grain nickel-plated flat-nose bullet, but unlike most rimfire options, it is not a hollow point. Federal engineers found that hollow points in .22 long rifle often fail to expand properly at lower velocities, especially when fired from short-barreled handguns. Instead, the Punch focuses on deep, straight-line penetration, something FBI-style ballistic standards require for defensive ammo. From a standard handgun barrel, Federal Punch reaches around 1,070 feet per second, and from a rifle it can push closer to 1,650 feet per second. The combination of speed and bullet construction allows it to penetrate 12 inches or more in ballistic gel, even through heavy clothing. That level of consistency is rare in rimfire ammo and is exactly why the Punch has gained so much traction among concealed carriers who prefer the low recoil of .22 pistols. Every round comes with a nickel-plated case, which helps resist corrosion and ensures smoother feeding and extraction. This detail is crucial because rimfire cartridges are notoriously finicky. In semi-automatic pistols, Federal also put extra care into priming, reducing the chance of misfires, another common rimfire complaint. While some argue that larger calibers are better for defense, the Federal Punch has carved out a strong niche. It's ideal for shooters who want manageable recoil, high magazine capacity, and accurate follow-up shots. Many people also use it for backup or training rounds to mirror their defensive carry setup. In short, the Federal Punch .22 long rifle represents the pinnacle of rimfire defensive ammunition, reliable ignition, deep penetration, and a purpose-built design that elevates the .22 from plinking round to serious protection option. And that wraps up our breakdown of the deadliest .22 long rifle rounds you can get your hands on in 2025. It shows how a cartridge once thought of as only small game or plinking ammo has been transformed by design, speed, and reliability into something far more serious. But at the end of the day, your choice in ammunition matters just as much as your firearm. A round that's tested, trusted, and proven in the field is what separates theory from survival when it counts. If you want more straight shooting rundowns on firearms, ammunition, and gear that cut through hype and focus on performance, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more lists, deep dive reviews, and field-tested insights coming your way, and you'll want to be locked in.